Okay, so here's something wild. Did you know that the average person spends over 90,000 minutes of their life on first dates? That's like watching every episode of your favorite TV show twice.
Wow, that's a lot of time. And honestly, it makes sense. First dates are such a big part of how we connect with people, whether it's for romance, friendship, or just figuring out if there's any spark at all.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Those 90,000 minutes aren't always smooth sailing. Sometimes they're magical, sometimes they're awkward, and sometimes they're downright unforgettable for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what makes first dates so fascinating. They're this universal experience, but no two are ever the same. So today, we're diving into the world of first dates, the good, the bad, and the ones that make you want to crawl under the table and disappear.
And along the way, we're going to talk about how to navigate those moments when your brain decides to betray you, especially if you're speaking in a second language. Because let's face it, first dates are hard enough without adding a language barrier into the mix.
Right, so let's start with the basics. When you think of a first date, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Honestly, the awkwardness. That initial moment where you're trying to figure out how to greet the other person. Do you go for a handshake, a hug, a wave? It's like a mini social obstacle course right at the start.
Yes, and it's so cultural too. In some places, a handshake might be normal. In others, it's all about the cheek kiss. And then there are the people who just stand there, waiting for you to make the first move. It's a minefield.
Totally. And then, once you get past that, there's the small talk, which, let's be honest, can feel like pulling teeth sometimes. You're sitting there, trying to think of something interesting to say, and all that comes out is, so, how about this weather?
Right, and the thing is, small talk gets such a bad rap, but it's actually really important. It's like the warm-up act for the real conversation. You're testing the waters, figuring out if there's any chemistry.
That's true, but it's also where a lot of people get tripped up, especially if they're speaking in a second language. It's like, how do I sound natural? How do I keep the conversation flowing without it feeling forced?
Exactly, and that's where preparation can really help, like having a few go-to questions or topics in your back pocket, things that are easy to talk about but can also lead to deeper conversations.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you don't want to come across as rehearsed, but it's nice to have a safety net like, what's the last movie you saw? Or do you have any trips planned? Those are easy entry points.
Right. And then, once you find a topic you both connect on, the conversation starts to flow more naturally. It's like hitting your stride in a marathon.
Exactly. But of course, not every date goes that smoothly. Sometimes, no matter what you do, it's just awkward. Like, painfully awkward.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I think we need to talk about those moments too, because they're such a big part of the first date experience.
Oh, I've got a story for you. So I went on this date once, and everything that could go wrong did. First, I got stuck in traffic and showed up 20 minutes late. Then, I spilled water all over the table. And to top it all off, I completely blanked on the person's name halfway through the date.
Oh no, that's like the trifecta of first date disasters. How did you recover?
Honestly, I just laughed it off. I figured if I was going to embarrass myself, I might as well own it. And you know what? It actually broke the ice. We ended up having a great time.
See, that's the thing. Sometimes those awkward moments can actually work in your favor. They make you more relatable, more human.
Exactly. And I think that's an important lesson for anyone going on a first date. It's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic.
Couldn't agree more. And you know what? That's a great segue into another point I wanted to make. The importance of listening. Because so often we get so focused on what we're going to say next that we forget to actually listen to the other person.
Oh, that's such a good point. And it's especially important if you're speaking a language that's not your first. Listening carefully can give you clues about how to respond, even if you're feeling nervous or unsure.
Right? And it also shows that you're interested, that you're engaged. Because at the end of the day, a first date isn't just about making a good impression, it's about connecting with someone on a human level.
Absolutely. And that's something we can all work on, no matter how many first dates we've been on. So, what do you think? Should we wrap this up with some quick tips for surviving and maybe even enjoying a first date?
Let's do it. Tip number one, Be yourself. It sounds cliche, but it's true. Trying to be someone you're not is exhausting, and people can usually tell when you're not being genuine.
Tip number 2, prepare a little, but don't overthink it. Have a few conversation starters ready, but be open to going with the flow.
Tip number 3, don't be afraid of awkward moments. They're going to happen, and that's okay. Just roll with it.
And tip number 4, listen. Really listen. It's one of the best ways to show that you care and that you're interested.
Perfect. So whether your next first date is a roaring success or a total disaster, just remember, it's all part of the journey. And who knows, it might even make for a great story someday.
Exactly. And on that note, I think we're done here. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.